Welcome, I'm Jax, and today I'm gonna be talking to you guys all about masculinity and some of the preconceived notions of masculinity and some of the notions that created who I am today. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is our past and humanity's past and the roles that men used to play in society. Men used to play the role of the big strong guy, the big guy that shouldn't show emotion, that should be stern all the time, that should be this big strong figure that shows no emotion. And what that does for men is it constricts their emotions, it constricts what they express. It doesn't allow them to live the full human experience. And that's where my human experience comes into play. Now, I always grew up with a dad who was like a big strong hockey player. He's a really good guy. He's really nice. He's very intellectually advanced. And what I would say about him is that even though he did have all this knowledge, he was still lacking knowledge in different areas. And he taught me some things that he was very unaware of teaching me. And what I mean by that is he always wanted me to be a big strong athlete. He always wanted me to be the strongest guy, to be the tallest guy, to show no emotion, to be the big masculine alpha figure. And really, I wasn't that person at all on the inside. I grew up with two sisters. I grew up with my sister Tasia and Haley. Now Tasia is 32 and Haley is 21, turning 22 in April. And even though Tasia didn't play a very big role in my life, Haley did. I was always around Haley, and she acted like my best friend, and she was my best friend, and still is my best friend, to this day. And what she showed me was remarkable, and she showed me to express myself freely, to express my true emotions, what I truly feel on the inside. I obviously reciprocated that outwards with the clothing I wore, the choices of clothing, the art that I express. Everything, how I react with people is it's coming from a feminine side, but also masculine at the same time. And it's truly a beautiful thing to experience and to live. And I can't thank him enough. But going back to my dad, he was always stern. He would he'd be very stern with me in the sense that he would talk to me about grades, constantly push me about doing well in school, constantly push me to play hockey, to play lacrosse, to play golf. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love these sports, bro. Trust me, they're fucking hype. And I still love entering that flow state to this day. But it got to the point where I started losing myself, and I started getting lost in sauce, And I started becoming someone who I truly wasn't. And I started putting on this mask that I started to live in. And this mask was a mask of not showing emotion and getting lost in the matrix and what society wants you to be, or the preconceived notion of what society wants to be. And obviously society is evolving, and society is moving forward in the direction towards acceptance and showing emotion. But I put on the cover of being masculine and being a big tough guy, and I was a bully, and I was a bully, bro. and I made fun of kids, and I was just I made fun of kids for their size, for not being as beefy and bulky as I was, and not being as strong as I was. And it was kind of embarrassing on my part. Looking back on it, I'm why did I do that? It's not coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of unthoughtfulness. And obviously I have healed that trauma, and I've healed that past, but it was coming from a parental influence. It was coming from the influence of my dad. And obviously I fucking love my dad, dude. My dad's fucking such a great guy. Right now, we're building one of the best relationships I've had in my life, and it's with him and my mom. And everything's obviously progressing towards a most desired direction. But it all stemmed from him, and it all stemmed from society and the way kids around me were reacting. And I I found it interesting. And going back to my sister now, she molded me, and she helped reprogram and program my subconscious mind into being like a masculine or being a feminine figure, while also having a masculine side to me. And like obviously there's a balance, like you need to find like the equilibrium, like there's balance to everything, yin yang, yeah. She helped me to show that feminine side. She helped me to show that side that was never necessarily there if she didn't show me that. And I don't know where I'd be to this day, because she is my best friend. But and like I thank her like all the fucking time for it, and like I'm thanking her now because I fucking love her, dude. Also, I know a bunch of friends, like all my friends at school, they suppress their emotions. They're not really like friends at school. They don't show a side to them that's like, I would say, feminine. They don't show a side to them that's expressing who they truly are and what they're truly feeling on the inside. And they don't. Some of them do express that in some areas of their life, but it's also constricted by like society and how they don't feel comfortable opening up about it. And like I go to an all-guy school, and like obviously there are some moments where like we do open up and like we do share good laughs. Like it's not all like negative, but that's something I do notice, and that's something I do notice about them in the way that they react. They put on a mask. They live underneath like a black mask. And obviously with that black mask, you can still see through the little holes of it. You can still see through that. And for me, like obviously having some of the knowledge that I've achieved through like my past and like past experiences and like through meditation, like I obviously see underneath that mask, and like I see who people truly are on the inside. And like that just makes me want to push these kids more into unraveling that mask, into taking it off, into just expressing their true colors that live within. And it's an interesting thing to see. It's an interesting thing to be around. And computing. Oh, subconscious. Your subconscious has a lot to play into things. Has a lot of role in your life. It's basic. Subconscious is your identity. Subconscious is who you as a human being are. There's a lot of influences that play a part in the subconscious. You also have the choice to reprogram that. You have the choice to look past what is there and look into the future on what you want to be, and look into what you want to achieve and who you want to become. And I guarantee you, most people have role models. Most people have people they look up to. Most people have some figure in their life that they admire a lot. And like looking into the future on how they successed, and looking into the future on how you want to evolve yourself. And your past is not defining. Your past has nothing to do with, should have nothing to do with who you are.
The past shouldn't shape what potential you have.
Yeah. So some questions that I want to ask is like, who are you becoming? Who do you see yourself as? Do you live in the mask, with expectations from society and from parental influence? Are you constantly growing, or are you at a plateau? And I'm curious to see like if some of you are interested in breaking that plateau and stepping above the clouds and reaching cosmic level. And obviously you can do that like with yourself and like day-to-day things, and like we'll obviously later on like we'll give you like tips on like how to do that.
GG!
And like how to grow inwardly, outwardly.
I still can't believe you're 16.
Oh no, I'm gonna help you big time.
Facts.
We're all gonna help you big time.
Hugs.
There's always people that are gonna help you big time. Like no matter who they are, there's always people that are there to guide you. And even though people aren't necessarily guiding you, they could be leading you down a path that you could choose to follow, and a path that is there and may teach you something, or you may also be unaware of the teachings that it's showing you. And I'm here to put awareness around that.
Oh.
And I'm here to put you down that path of awareness and unawareness of teaching. Because we're all students, we're all teachers too. Like if you guys want to teach me something, I'd fucking be down. Just sauce me, fucking text 647-526-4911. Sauce me text, bro. I'd be down to answer some Q's, some P's and Q's.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Dudes.
Dude, the blessed lip chat.
Yeah, dudes. Thank you so much for watching. And like, this is his first vid. Certainly not his last. I think you can see the value in us expanding out, because I think the whole Instagram business profile label public figure is like a little too limited, you know, like we want notoriety and attention and all those nice things, but what is that if we cannot share it and bring others in and others' perspectives? Because people want to superimpose their life lessons and their preferences, whether it be socially or physically or with like nutrition. There is not like one perspective. There is no one right way, and what will work for me and what will work for him will differ, and will differ from what will work with you. So that's why we're expanding and starting to vibe, because it's been long overdue. And the ego limits. You're your own biggest limiting factor, and so that's why we've been not waiting, because it's perfect timing, right?
Right.
But that's why we've been growing and coming to understand that. So, thank you so much for watching, and remember to smile, because it feels good.
Plus, you can also trick your brain by smiling.
Check your brain?
You can trick your brain, dude.
Trick it?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, okay, so like I want to say think of a bad thing, but I don't want to say that. But like,
if you're going through something that's like maybe one of those emotions come up, like annoyance, like just smile.
Dude, you can literally just smile and
smile it out.
And like, bro, like it actually like tricks your brain into thinking that you're fucking happy. I kid you not. Try right now. I know you're probably giving me one of these faces, like, but just smile. Show them beautiful chickpeas.
Peace.